Superstation TBS presents the Atlanta Braves, America's team. Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. This Bud's for you. By the official airline of the Atlanta Braves, Delta. We love to fly, and it shows. And by Eckerd Drugs, America's family drugstore.
And we are back. We did the first chunk of the game on Facebook Live. I'll tell you how that went in a minute. So, we're going to pick this one up on YouTube in progress. Colorado just tied it up. Each team's had 2 solo home runs. Those have been our only runs tonight. So it's 2-2. Colorado has 1 out and a runner on second, and that's going to be grounded to the shortstop. Gets runner at first. Runner advances to third. So there's 2 outs, runner on third. Top of the 4th. And the Facebook Live thing went okay. A couple hundred folks stopped by, but they weren't really staying. So maybe we have to get them adjusted to second screen culture. I think long term I might have to go to a stand-up camera situation. I just can't sit down for 9 innings. That's one of the tough things about going to a game. One is fouled off, 1-2. One and two inside for a ball. And the 2-2. Strike 3. Another K for Fultz. All right, well, that'll take us to the bottom of the 4th. Hang tight. right. I think I'm going to go with the stand-up cam a little bit here. Bottom of the fourth now, just underway. Count's going to be 1-0 to Dansby Swanson. We are bringing you Atlanta Braves and Colorado Rockies action tonight from SunTrust. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1 to Swanson. We did the first few innings over on Facebook Live as an experiment. That went okay, but the people didn't stick around too long. There are hundreds of people coming in. So we have to get them adapted to the live reaction second screen culture. Swanson drills that one right to the left fielder. He hit it hard, but out. So there's one away here in the bottom of the fourth. At least I could probably get a little extra light on if I'm going to stand so far away from the camera there. All right, Brian McCann up at bat. 1-0 to Brian, and he is going to be such a great influence on these young pitchers. He's really the perfect guy to have behind the plate now that he's a crafty veteran. Strike, 1-1. That was fastball right down the middle, but Brian can still gun him down over at second. He's still a great defensive catcher, and hey, so far this season he's batting just a little under 300. There's a fastball inside. 1-2 to McCann. He was thrown out at first earlier on a play that took forever, but he just can't run very fast. Anybody else would have been safe. That's in the dirt and off the catcher's gonads. 2-2 to Brian McCann. Their pitcher, Gray, he's got his own mullet going there. The 2-2 in the dirt. Full count now to Brian McCann. It's about time for Brian to have his second home run of the season. They got the shift on Brian. Everyone's expecting him to pull. High, ball 4. Brian McCann gingerly walks over to first. Well, if you can't run, you can't play. So McCann hopefully doesn't get hurt or anything trying to run around the bases here. Ender Inciarte at bat, and Ender had a solo home run tonight. So that was great to see Ender's bat do something. All right, so it's the bottom of the fourth, tied up at 2. And the first pitch to Inciarte is going to be outside. Fastball way off the plate, 1-0. And if you're watching this on TV, you can sync us up with your television. Or if you're out on the road and you can't get the game, glad to have you aboard. I am a Bone Crusher. Make sure you like and subscribe. Normally I'm sitting down, but I feel like standing tonight. There's a big cut, swing and a miss from Inciarte. 1-1. But no one's tuning in to look at me anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter. I've got another light right here I could turn on, but man, it's like a heat lamp. Let me turn it on for a second though. Let's see how it looks. I feel like a sandwich at Arby's under this thing. Outside, 2-1 to Inciarte. Well, maybe Ender's got his groove back. And the dryer is on. Inciarte fouls that back. I drank too many vanilla frappuccinos. All right, Braves have a runner on first and Brian McCann. Ender Inciarte at bat. Here comes the 2-2 pitch down low. So another full count situation for the Braves. Last inning, we left a couple on, couldn't convert. See if we can capitalize here. The speedy Brian McCann sitting at first. It would take him probably about 5 minutes to round the bases. Catcher setting up a little outside here. Gray taking his time, kicks and fires fastball right over the plate, fouled back. A lot of activities going on here in PCB this weekend. We've got Sand Jam, which is a big concert festival, the jazz, some sort of jazz music festival, Crawfish Festival, a lot of other stuff. Full count, pitch is a ball. So Ender's going to walk to first. Got him on first and second now, 1 out. Of course, we didn't do any of that stuff. That stuff's expensive. You want to go to the... now, you don't have to pay to go to the Crawfish Festival unless you want to eat crawfish, but I'm not going to go to a Crawfish Festival and not eat crawfish. But if I do eat it, it's going to probably end up running you $20-$30 just for a couple of people to have some potatoes, crawfish, corn, and sausage. But I do love those low country boils. There's a mound visit right now. I don't know how many mound visits they're allowed, but there is a finite number of mound visits. So they're trying to speed the game up a little bit, but so far this season, it doesn't seem to me like these games are moving faster at all. It looks like that's going to bring up our pitcher. Faulty Newix. We'll just call him Faulty. All right, the one out. He's showing bunt. Fake bunt, and he swings. Hits that to the shortstop. Steps on second for one. Fires to first for the double play on the fake bunt. The swinging fake bunt. That ends the fourth. Wow. Hey, you know, he made some contact. He hit it pretty well, but just right at the defender standing on second. Oh. Nice try. All right. All right, I'm going to step away, and we'll be right back. Tonight's coverage sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. All right, all right, all right. Back at SunTrust Park. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. made his ML debut last night. First career hit in the 9th inning. Yeah, I remember his dad. Did his dad play with Montreal a lot or something like that? And Vladimir plays with Toronto. So Foltzy's had a pretty good day. He has given up 2 solo home runs, but other than that, he's been pretty lights out. Top of the 5th is underway. Just inside. The laser cam probably would have said that was a strike. That caught the inside corner, but it's called a ball. I need some sort of like motorized cam. That's going to be a foul ball. Camera just kind of follows me around. I need a cameraman. The 1-1, low, 2-1. It's going to be hit right to Freddie Freeman, who smothers it, steps on the bag. Out number 1 in the top of the 5th. Tony Waters steps in for Colorado. Strike 1, that's change up just high enough to get a called strike. Change up on the edge of the plate is fouled off, 0-2, as Walter's bat goes flying. The Rocky batters having a hard time keeping the bat in their hands. The 0-2 pitch. Low, 1-0. I mean, that Facebook Live thing started off horrible. I had my mic muted for like 2 batters. And then I guess I thought it was muted. Maybe it wasn't, because there was like the 2 mics going at the same time thing. That's a pitch that should have been called strike 3, but it's not. McCann got out of his crouch to throw that down to third. He thought it was a strikeout, and they didn't get the call. Foltzy cannot believe it. You're gonna have to do it again. Put that behind you. He's still in disbelief. And that one, that could have been called strike 3 again. 3-2. I mean, that was that one. That one could have gone either way, but I think the laser cam would have called that a strike as well. That's in the dirt, ball 4. So 2 strikes that should have ended that batter's plate appearance, not called as strikes. I think the ump is telling Snicker to stay in the dugout there. So let's see this again with the laser cam. Whew. All right. So runner on now for the walk. For Colorado, they got runner on first, one out, top of the fifth. It's 2-2. Sorry, my scoreboard isn't showing that. And there's a dribbler. Freddie Freeman pounces on it, throws to is that Camargo covering first for the out. The runner advances. So Colorado has a runner on second, 2 outs. Our pitcher was diving for it, slid right by it, couldn't make the play, but Freddie Freeman very alert and is over there in time to get it and fire it back to first. So I guess that was Camargo playing second, maybe? Whoever it was, they got over there. Came out of nowhere to get over to cover first. It's been a quiet night. Might be a good night to plug in the external audio from the game feed. We'll think about that. So we'll keep it here at SunTrust Park, where the score is 2-2. But you would never know that looking at my scoreboard. Yeah, I'll have to get that corrected. 2-0 pitch that is pulled right down the line. Freddie Freeman smothers that, and the pitcher's covering in time for out number 3. So after 5, it's all tied up at 2. All right, we'll head to the 6th next, and maybe I'll get that scoreboard fixed. And the sun is setting here on the Panhandle on a beautiful evening, turning to a real bella sera. And we do have the scoreboard showing the score. An essential duty of a scoreboard, right? And I gotta adjust everything. I don't know what happened there. We are underway. That's going to be golfed into right field. Base hit Atlanta. Ozzy is going to try to turn that into a double, and he is in there safely. So leading off the bottom of the 5th with a double, Ozzy Albies. Dank. You know, the phone line is not open tonight. Let me just hide that. Johan Camargo stepping in. Camargo doesn't have real high average, but everyone thinks he's got a lot of potential, and he's going to pull that one. Second baseman's able to get on it. And he is safe, sliding safely into first is Camargo with an infield single. And the runner not only advances to second, but takes off and gets to third. Some excellent base running, and you rarely see a slide that's safe. Yeah, it looked like a tie at least, so very interesting play there. He slid into first safely, so we got him on the corner. What did my... There we go. So 37 subscribers on YouTube right now. We want to get to 40 tonight, so do us a favor, like and subscribe. Over on Facebook, we have 85 followers. Don't know if we picked up any of those tonight. Now, tomorrow night, if A-Bomb's listening, we are going to simulcast your YouTube broadcast onto Facebook. And we will get hundreds of views. At least hundreds. Maybe thousands. We got to get a whole new audience accustomed to Braves' reaction. All right, Freddie Freeman with him on the corner. Oh, big cut and a miss. 0-1 to Freddie, who had a solo home run tonight. Let us know where you're listening at. What are you up to on a Saturday night? Feels good, feels right. Inside, 1-1. That is low. 2-1 to Freeman. All right. I smoke 2 packs a day of Pall Malls. That was the ice maker. 2-1 pitch to Freddie. Break kicks and fires. Fastball just high. 97 on the gun. Try to get him with the high heat. No luck there. 3-1 now. Crowd is trying to cheer Freeman on. Catcher wants it inside. That is low. Big swing and a miss on the slider. Full count to Freeman. Freeman was ready to clobber whatever came down there. A determined Freeman steps in for the 3-2. That is low. Did he check his swing? The third base ump just rung him up on that. Freddie was almost to first base. Oh, it looked like he checked his swing. We'll have to see the replay of that. Oh, no. Well, the replay shows it was pretty close. I guess you can't argue, but darn. So we got him on second and third, 1 out, bottom of the 5th, all tied up at 2, and Ronald Acuna Jr. steps in. 293 average, 6 home runs, 16 RBIs. See if he can pick up a couple RBIs right here. He's going to hit that one to left field. It's going to dribble to the left fielder. One run's going to come in. They're going to wave in the next runner, who is in safely without a throw. That is a 2 RBI single for Acuna, who is laying on the ground. Terry Pendelman drags him to his feet. Acuna's jersey is totally filthy tonight. He was thinking about trying to turn that into a double. And Acuna just totally rips that one to left field. I wanted a couple RBIs, and I got him. Nick Markakis coming up to bat now, and Gray's having a meeting on the mound as the Braves take a 4-2 lead. The Tomahawk Chop has come out here in SunTrust. Fans are on their feet. This house is rocking. Yeah, I'm going to have to start setting up the audio feed again. I'm going to have to get that worked out so we can pipe in some of that. Craft beer beard guy steps in. One of the league leaders in batting average, Nick Markakis. They're going to throw over to first. Acuna back in time. Is the NFL draft over with? Is all that excitement at least toned down? I think that was costing us some views. No excuse tonight, though, I guess. Another throw over to first. Excuse me. And I guess a few innings of doing it on Facebook, I had 200-300 views, but no one's sticking around. Now, I might start hosting like a post-game show on Facebook Live. That'd be good. Just load Markakis, 1-0. Shout out to the creator down in the chat box. What's the phone number to call in? I don't know if I've got the phones working. I didn't test that before the game, but we'll let you call in here in just a moment, creator. We'll turn that on for you. Markakis fouls that back, 1-1. I guess he wanted to call in right away. The creator. All right, creator, I'm going to adjust the screen because I've got it hidden underneath this thing. Well, so there's the number 678-744-9722. I didn't spend some time on that, getting that set up, but if you call in, we will try to accommodate you. And there's a pulled hit to right field from Markakis. Runners are all over the place. All the way from first, Acuna scores. Markakis is able to take second there, and Acuna wearing the oven mitt through it all. I'll tell you what, creator, after the when Colorado's batting in the next inning, after this, after the bottom of the fifth, you can call in. And I was just thinking today, people want to call in during the game. It'd probably be best to have it like when the other team's batting. I think that'd be okay. When I was a kid and I would go, when the other team was batting, that's when I would go into the yard and practice throwing tennis balls off the side of the house, practice my glove work, and then when the land was batting with Dale Murphy and Bob Horner were batting, I'd go inside, have a cold drink, and usually a big glass of milk. So we'll open up the phones, and I didn't test it out, so who knows how well this is going to work, but we'll give it a shot. If you're listening and you hear some terrible phones, just comment. I used to have a control board, mixing console, and I left that in another state. I need to get that back and get my studio set up right. 0-1 pitch, Dansby Swanson steps in. 1-1. Glad to have you aboard in the chat box. The Creator is here. I'm Bone Crusher, and we are the bottom of the fifth. The Braves have just put 3 on this inning. Take a 5-2 lead. Foltzy having a pretty good game pitching. He's in line for the win now. He's only given up 2 solo home runs. Otherwise, it's been pretty lights out. That is fouled off. One and 2 to Swanson. Well, tease us a little bit, Creator. What topic? Sounds like you are itching to get on the air with us. There must be something pressing that you want to discuss. The 1-2 is going to be popped up high, pretty deep, but the right fielder is under it. Runner advances from second, so Markakis is going to go to third. 2 outs now, bottom of the fifth. Looks like there's going to be a pitching change. Well, that's going to do it for Gray. Now I want to know what is on the Creator's mind. What he was, usually people aren't that adamant to call in. I think that's going to be a great feature of the show when we get that out of beta mode. And looking at some scores around the league in our division, Philadelphia, they're up 10-5 in Miami in the 7th. And the Mets are trailing 5-1 in the 4th against the Brewers. And I believe it was you can't see the score there, but San Diego put on like 6 runs in the 10th. So I'm pretty sure they got the win there against Washington. The Braves are a game and a half back on Philadelphia. I say after about 30 games really is a good time to really start. Then look at the standings, look at averages and stuff like that. And we're not quite into 30 games. But it's about time to start looking at that stuff. I'm getting the phone microphone set up. Oh yeah, we'll be ready. So after the bottom of the 5th, the phones are going to open up here. Mike Dunn is your new pitcher for the Rockies. 1-0 now to Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He was walked his last at bat. They're playing Brian with the shift. And the 1-1. Just in there for a strike. 1-2. Oh, the dryer's finally done. 1-2. Grounded foul. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. If you're just joining us, the Braves put 3 on here in the 5th so far. They take a 5-2 lead. We've got a runner on third. Brian McCann, the hometown kid, digs in for the 1-2 pitch from Dunn. He kicks and fires at his low, ball 2. And we will open up the phone line here at the bottom of the 5th, and we'll actually take calls while the Rockies are batting. Arcaic is standing on third, 90 feet away. Here comes 2-2 to McCann. He's going to pop that straight up in the air. Who's going to get it? First baseman decides to take that. He gets that on the pitcher's mound to end the inning. But the Braves put up 3. Nice. 5-2 Atlanta. Creator, if you're still with us and you wanted to call in, that number is 678-744-9722. 678-744 WSBB. That number is on our screen. And make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Our other Atlanta Braves play-by-play reaction guy is A-Bomb. And if you click on the information button at the top right of the video, you can go right to his channel and subscribe as well. He's probably doing the game tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, maybe. I know he's been doing some cat sitting for his mom, so I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. And if you do call in, remember there's going to be a big delay, so turn down your YouTube screen when you call in order not to cause confusion with our delay. Ender Inciarte got a solo home run tonight. Why don't we check out a replay of that? That was great to see his bat come alive. Well, I can't really see behind all this bullshit. There you go. It's like one of those news channels that has a tons of useless graphics going on at once. Well, that got my screen all out of whack. Fultz staying in the game. He will pitch in the 6th. That's good. We want our starters to go 6, 7 innings at least. So in the last week, it looks like AJ Minter has really solidified that closer role. He's looking like a closer. He's got some confidence. I've even picked him up on my fantasy baseball team. I gotta pick up those Braves players. First pitch is fouled into the corner, and just enough room for Markakis to get that. As he slams against the right field wall, maybe banged his elbow up a little bit, but he holds on to it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice. 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 Is anybody in the chat box tonight? Well, the creator stopped by. He wanted to call in. I guess he's left because he didn't call in. We got the phones open. That pitch is just low to Murphy, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. It's going to be fouled to left field, and Acuna has room. Out number 2 in the top of the 6th. I am Bone Crusher. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard to our play-by-play reaction show for the Braves and the Rockies tonight. There are 2 outs in the top of the 6th. The Braves are leading 5-2, which is awesome. And we just picked up 3 runs in the 5th. There is a strike from Fultzy, 0-1 now. The 1 is going to be popped up. Acuna tried calling off Swanson, almost a collision, but Dansby gets the out to end the 6th. Wow. That could have been trouble. All right. Going to the 7th. Braves up. They're going to the bottom of the 6th. I keep acting like Atlanta's not at home. Oh, the Braves are batting next. The refrigerator. Got some leftover Popeyes in the fridge. That's what's up. And we are underway. Inciarte takes the first pitch of the bottom of the 6th for a ball. Yeah, I think I'm going to go stand up again here. There is a dribbler. The third baseman has to charge after that one, scoops it up and throws out the runner. Inciarte is out at first. Nice play by their third baseman on the running bunt. Bare hands it, no problem. So our pitcher staying in the game, and he's going to bat for himself here. 0-1 to Foltzy. Foltz-Nowitzks. If you put that chicken in the oven, it's going to come out crispy, dear. You have soggy chicken if you microwave it. But you have to wait for it to heat up in the oven. Cha-ching! Double cha-ching! Alright. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 to our pitcher. So 2 away in the bottom of the 6th for the Braves. Nobody on. Yeah, I'm a little off screen, I guess. Ball 1 to Ozzy Albies. Big cut, but a strike. 1-1. Ball 1 to Ozzy Albies. He's gonna pop that one high, and the second baseman takes that one for out number 3. After 6, Atlanta leads 5-2. Colorado batting next. And so they're going to take a break, and so am I. Hang tight. Be right back. All right. We are back. Let's get situated here. I have the camera set so I can stand up, so I'm going to sit my ass down again. All right, Foltzy staying in the game. He's pitched pretty well. He's given up 2 solo home runs. Otherwise, been pretty lights out. Top of the 7th is underway. Called strike on the lower corner. 0-1. One and one on the slider, low and inside there. The 1-1. It's going to be hit high Ender Inciarte to the wall. He bounces off the wall. That's going to be a double. Runner's going to keep moving, and it's going to be a sliding triple. Inciarte could not handle that one. Oh, man. Dang. That ball just carried and carried and carried. I guess Inciarte did not make a great play on that, but it's hard to blame him for that right there. So a runner on third, nobody out, top of the seventh. Carried and carried. And there is going to be a single to center to bring home the run. It is now Atlanta 5, Colorado 3. Better get that bullpen warmed up. I'm going to have a mound visit here from the pitching coach. He's all smiles and touchy-feely. It's like Joe Biden out there on the mound. He's going to stay in the game. Pitch count only at 77 tonight from Pulte. Great pitch count after 6 innings. That is hit to left field and a diving catch. Oh, he cannot hang on to it. Acuna sliding into the dirt is not able to snag that one. Great effort by Acuna. So runners second and third now with nobody out, top of the seventh. Oh. And that might be it. That's it for Pulte. Snicker, the human peanut, is coming out to the mound. Crowd giving him a standing ovation on his way out. Well, some people are standing. So there's going to be a pitching change, and we'll be right back with more from SunTrust. The Braves are in trouble now. See if we can dig our way out of this jam. Jackson is the new pitcher for Atlanta. That's going to be a chopper to second, to first in time. 1 away. A run does score, I believe. Yep. So it's 5-4, Atlanta. Let's see what kind of competition we have tonight. Let's look that up real quick. Any live action out there? That's probably a lot of people saying, go click on the link in my description. Yeah, that's the only shit going on right now. Oh, to Reynolds, who's batting 9th in the lineup. Says their pinch hitter, probably. That's going to be a liner to the shortstop who catches that one. Dansby getting defensive there. Self-Preservation Society, 2 outs now. That's their pinch hitter, probably. Blackman, the homeless looking guy, batting for Colorado. He's going to foul off that nasty curveball. 0-1. No one from Jackson, outside. I mean, that beard Blackman's sporting doesn't even look real. It looks like some sort of stage beard. Like the kind that like you wear it, you hook it around your ears to wear it. Foul back. 1-2. The 1-2 to Blackman. It's going to be hit to the second baseman who fires to first just in time to end the inning. And our phone is open tonight at 678-744-9722.
A-Bomb calling from Gainesville, Georgia.
A-Bomb up in the G spot.
That's right, man. I've got you on a 40-inch big screen.
Hey, that's impressive. Finally. I should be on the big screen.
Yeah, my mom's got Roku, and so it looks great, man.
So
everything, all the graphics look good, sounding good. You know, looks like I'm watching a regular TV channel.
Are you not able to watch the Braves game?
I am. I've got it on my phone. I'm watching on my, Fox Sports app that I can use my Spectrum TV cable code to get onto.
Usually people watch me on their phone and have the game on the TV, so it's a little reverse for you tonight.
Right. Yeah, I suppose I could. So Roku, you can cast to that, right?
Yes, I know YouTube will do it. I don't know if whatever app you're using to watch the game will do it. I don't know that.
Oh, okay, got you. But I can. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll definitely try to at least cast some YouTube and see how that goes. But yeah, I've actually got you right on the Roku YouTube, and it's.
Now you should be able to install the like Fox Sports app on your Roku and watch the game that way.
Okay. Same deal as on my phone. I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, very cool. So yeah, we're. It looks like we're in the 7th inning, and I'll let you know as soon as the game comes back on. In fact, if you don't mind, I'll call a bat or two.
Oh, please do. I could use a break.
So, any viewers tonight? That's something I can't see.
We had 5 one time, not many. I came into YouTube late, as I mentioned, and I did Facebook Live for a while. We were getting 200-300 people stop by, but they weren't sticking around.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for that YouTube channel or that Facebook group quite yet. I didn't answer the questions on that one quite yet.
Oh, it's one of those with the questions. Yeah, well, that's good. It keeps the people from India trying to scam folks away.
Right, yeah. That's just like the last one that I've joined was like, who's your favorite player of all time for the Braves? And I put Dale Murphy, and I was in within 10 minutes. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 7th now, and Camargo is about to lead off. It looks like the Rockies have a new pitcher, and his name is Shaw. And Camargo is 2 for 3, by the way, tonight.
Good news for this free swinger.
That's 2 singles. He scored a run and stole a base. And he hits the 1-0 pitch into center field for out number 1. And I know I'm not very far ahead of you, probably just 15 seconds or so. I think that this feed that you can watch on the app is delayed by probably 30 seconds over what you would watch if you're watching on regular cable TV.
Yeah. I've got Freddie Freeman stepping in for the 0-1.
Oh, okay. Well, wow, you're actually ahead of me then. So he just, now it's 0-1 on Freddie Freeman. He had a home run, and he's also walked. He's 1 for 2 on the night, and he has 4 home runs on the season. And it's now a 1-1 count on Freddie from my perspective.
And Freddie had launched that solo home run tonight.
And he fouls this one away. And I should be back in time for the Braves game tomorrow on my YouTube for their 1:20 Eastern start.
Well, when I get, if I'm here when that starts or when I get back, I'm going to simulcast that on Facebook.
Very cool. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Freddie, and he takes the ball. I don't know if you had the opportunity to talk about this, but when Foltynewicz was pitching, looks like he got screwed out of a couple of strikes, and he was barking about it. And I think that's one of his problems, actually. He lets his temper get the better of him. But I think that he probably should have gotten at least one of those calls.
Absolutely. That was very frustrating for him.
But overall, he had a good night. He thankfully got out of that unscathed, for the most part. Didn't let his temper and, the mental part of it that has handicapped him at times get the best of him. And it looks like we're going to have a quick 1-2-3 inning because Acuna just popped out to the second baseman. So that's the end of the 7th inning. Braves are up 5-4. And appreciate you letting me on your stream tonight. Crusher and A-Bomb is out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, A-Bomb, the clone. Always a pleasure when he joins us in for his take. We are in a break. The Rockies will be batting in a moment. We're going to go to the top of the 8th. It's a one-run game. Don't go anywhere. Chicken, Mike, you ready? Oh, and one little spoon of rice. Smells good. Turn off the Put that thing back on loop mode. And we're back. Pitch is a ball. Trevor Story batting for the Rockies in the top of the 8th. It's a one-run game. Let's see if that doesn't get some people in the house. A tight game, late. That's usually when people start showing up to watch. But right now, A-Bomb, I think it's just you and me. Wow, we're down to 2 viewers. And just as I say that, people it's going to start picking up now because we got a tight game here in the top of the 8th. One-run game, 5-4 Atlanta. Jackson is pitching. Foltzy had a pretty good night tonight. Kind of a little bit of trouble. I guess he picked up another earned run there. Our shortstop fires over to first in time on the grounder. 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Swanson. He's a pretty good defender. He may not have that first step speed as a lot of infielders do in the league, but accompany a solid D with a good bat, you got yourself a lockdown player. All right, Daniel Murphy had a home run tonight. He's stepping in for the Rockies. Jackson kicks and fires. That changeup is hit to the shortstop, and Swanson fires over to first in time. So 2 away, top of the 8th. Moving quickly here. It is open tonight at home run tonight. I'm still using my phone call cam. Microphone. Let me switch microphones. All right, nothing major happened while I was switching microphones. Okay, 1-0 to the Colorado batter. Arenado, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Top of the 8th. 2 outs. Braves up by 1. Nobody on for the Rockies. Count is 1-2 to Arenado. Arenado, that is. He's going to pop that one to the 5th or 6th row. Freddie Freeman can't get to that. 1-2 to Arenado. I'm liking this little scoreboard attachment thing. Earlier tonight, I was timed up. I was synced up with that, but it's a little ahead of us. That's going to be ground out to the second baseman to end the inning. We're going to go to the 9th. Markakis, Swanson, and McCann coming up to bat. So if you're just joining us, we have got a close game for you in SunTrust Park. It is 5-4 Braves, and we're about to go to the bottom of the 8th. Did I say 9th? Bottom of the 8th. It's been a long game. What can I say? Got to stay focused. But the help with that, check this out. If y'all didn't see this earlier in the game, check that out. Let me put this in front of the camera here. So you can see that. Look at all that. That is a 15-pack of vanilla frappuccinos from Starbucks, right? I'm at the Piggly Wiggly today, and they've got this on the floor. And how much would you pay for a 15-pack? $3.90. I know, $3.90 for a 15-pack of vanilla frappuccinos. So definitely pick that up. All right, we're in a break right now, about to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves clinging to that 1-run lead. Welcome aboard. Let us know where you're at tonight. Hit us up in the chat box. Our moderator, A-Bomb, is watching us on his TV, so he doesn't have a keyboard. So I guess he's really not on moderator duty. But he called into the show in the last inning. If you heard that, we had a great phone call with A-Bomb. He always has a good take. Make sure you like and subscribe because we bring you a lot of Braves action. Our goal is to hit 40 subscribes before the end of the game. And I think we're at 37. And we're underway here in the bottom of the 8th. Markakis takes the first pitch for a strike. That cat's begging for your Popeye's chicken, Beth. Hungry kitty. 0-1 to Markakis. He fouls that off. 0-2 to Craft Beer Beard guy. Nick Markakis with the Craft Beer Beard. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th. 0-2 to Markakis. Just gets a piece of that. Staying alive, staying alive. Yeah, let's go check on our current subscriber count. Now, this is a new channel. This is a new show. We are Atlanta's first and only play-by-play reaction show, and we are up to 38 subscribers. Thank you very much. We've hit 38 tonight, trying to get to 40. Way up high, 1-2 to Markakis. So let me change the number in the screen to reflect our new number. Drum roll, please. And we did the first portion of the game on Facebook live, but YouTube's our regular home. Markakis. Oh, that is soft served up to the third baseman who can't handle it. And Markakis is going to be at first base. That might be an error. It was just a little dribbler down the third base line. Third baseman had to charge it pretty hard and couldn't handle the little thing. Well, actually, it was the exchange. He fielded it pretty cleanly, but he couldn't make the exchange from his glove to his throwing hand, and it scored a hit. I'm not sure about that. So I'm sure Markakis will take it because he is one of the league leads in average. Dansby Swanson over 3 tonight is going to step up here with nobody out and a runner on. Let's see if we can get some insurance. Swanson hits that line drive out to the second baseman. So 1 out now. And we can take, and as A-Bomb's call-in shows, that we are phone call capable tonight. We will open up the lines for the post-game show if anybody wants to call in at the end of the game. All right, their pitcher is Shaw. And Brian McCann steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Brian McCann shows bunt. He pulls back on the bunt, and that's a fastball outside. Yeah. Nobody expected him to show bunt. Batting .278 on the season. They do have the shift on McCann. They've shifted him all game. The 1-0 down low, 2-0 to McCann. Glad to have you aboard, folks. Hit us up in the chat box. Let us know where you're listening at. And who's your favorite current Braves player? Can with a big cut and a miss. 2-1. Our producer Beth is feeding the cats right now. So if you hear a little noise, just taking care of the kitties. We have 2 studio cats here. All right, the 2-1 coming to McCann. Curveball drops in there for a strike. 2-2. Thanks for tuning in to this conclusion. Whenever it's a tight game, people start showing up at the end. Brian McCann fouls that one back. Still 2-2. So I am stoked to see Brian McCann in a Braves uniform again. I think that's great. That's probably helping us sell a few tickets too. And really a good guy to have behind the plate with all these young pitchers. The 2-2 to McCann. See if he shows bunt again. That was crazy. He's going to hit that one to the shortstop, who's going to step on second. I guess he didn't need to step on second. That was a line drive out. So runner on first, 2 outs now for Ender Inciarte, who had a solo home run tonight. Gotten his batting average up to .233. One and 0 to Inciarte. Minter, our bona fide closer, warming up in the pen. And that fastball is just outside. 2-0 to Inciarte. Braves love to get some insurance here. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Inciarte grounds out to the first baseman, who steps on the bag for out number 3. So the Rockies have 3 more outs. AJ Minter, who's had saves in his last 2 appearances, is going to come up to bat next is going to up to pitch next in the top of the 9th. And let's see, it is not a final. Philadelphia and Miami. Miami is coming back on that. They were down by 5, so it's now 10-9. Philadelphia leading Miami in the top of the 8th. We'll keep an eye on that as the Braves are a game and a half behind the Phillies. Also in our division, the Mets are playing tonight against Milwaukee. They're trailing 5-4 in the 5th. And I believe it was San Diego over Washington in 10 innings today. So maybe Miami can come back on Philadelphia tonight. If Philly loses and the Mets loses, that's what we're looking for. The chat box is open. If you would like to comment in the chat box, let us know what's on your mind. Root for the Braves, do some shout outs. Reserve your spot for the post-game show if you want to call in tonight. That number is on your screen. And the creator was mentioning earlier he wanted to call in, but so hopefully he'll be around tonight to call in. We've had 1 call in already from A-Bomb, our moderator. We're giving him the night off on moderator duties. He is up in Gainesville, Georgia, house sitting for his mom. But he's got us on. So wherever you are on the Braves Radio Network, we are pleased as punch to have you with us tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 40 YouTube subscribers by the end of the game. We're at 38 now. Pretty close. All right, AJ Minter. 5.87 ERA in 9 games. And his last 2 outings, he picked up saves each time. And I was saying, you know, he looked like a bona fide closer. He looked sharp. He was filling the role. We may have a closer here. High fastball, swing and a miss. 96 on the gun from Minter. We are underway in the 9th. David Dahl batting for the Rockies. Low one from Minter. Outside. So it's going to be 1-1. The 1-1 from Minter. Nice. Fastball just over the edge of the plate. 97 on the gun. 1-2. We just need 2 more subscribers to hit our goal for tonight of 40. So hop on board and hit subscribe. 1-2 from Minter. That's going to be hit high and deep to the wall. Inciarte again cannot handle that, and all the way to he's gonna drop anchor at second. Dahl in with a standing double. Inciarte, shit, what happened, brah? See the replay. I mean, it almost looks like a replay of what happened in the last inning when Inciarte couldn't handle He goes up and it bounces off the top of the wall and actually bounces off Inciarte's shoulder. Almost a little Jose Canseco-esque. Well, that is trouble. They've got a runner on second now. The tying run in scoring position for the Rockies. They show bunt. That is fouled. McMahon batting, the grandson of Ed McMahon, who was the co-host of the Johnny Carson show for all those years. Ryan McCann, 1 for 3 on the night. Minter delivers a high fastball. One and one is the count. Nobody out. And a runner on second for Colorado, and they're down by just 1 run. It's 5-4 Atlanta with the lead late. Can we hang on? Minter fakes to second. A real test for the Braves here. Starting pitcher Fulte looked pretty good for the Braves tonight. Minter checks second base. He's staring over to second. Finally turns and throws it. Only 91 on the gun, but he gets that over for strike 2. One, 2 from Minter. Outside, ball 2. Hopefully he's just thinking about a nasty strikeout right here. Don't get fancy. Minter keeping a good eye on second there. And he finally fires that in there for a strike. Rings him up, caught looking. Ryan sits down. Ryan McMahon. Sometimes these umpires just get a little too emotional with their strikeout calls. I mean, if I was the batter, I'd be like, you dick, you know? That role of the umpire is probably going to be phased out of baseball in the coming years. Maybe we can do preseason games with the laser cam next year. Minter steps off the bag. And we're ready to go here. In the dirt, that gets away from McCann. The runner gets to third safely. Shit. That's might be the error on McCann there. Well, that bounced right in front of him. He was coming out of his crotch a little bit. He didn't play that defensively well, but that was the pitcher wasn't helping by bouncing it in front of him. Okay, so 1-0 is the count. 1 on, 1 out. The runner is at third. Braves lead by 1. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. And I do have Minter on my fantasy team, so I really want him to get the save here. By the way, I said Camargo is playing second. That's incorrect. Ozzy is playing second. Camargo is playing third tonight. The 2-0 pitch. Just outside and fouled off. Tapia batting. He chased that one a little bit. Braves trying to hang on. So it almost seems like they're trying to give it away at times. All right, Minter, 2-1 pitch. to Tapia. Swing and a miss on the outside heater. 97 on the gun. 2-2 now. Minter taking a long stroll around the pitching mound. Now that's not speeding up the game when the pitchers are strolling around between pitches. Not between batters, but between pitches. Okay, we're finally ready for the 2-2 to Tapia. Nope, Minter steps off the bag. It's going to be a second longer. Hey, it's an important situation. Top of the ninth. The Braves up by 1 run. It's 5-4. Colorado batting with 1 out and a runner on third. That's going to be some high heat. 3-2. All right, full count to Tapia. The 3-2 pitch. McCann sets up outside. The ball is fouled off. It was a pitch, definitely would have been ball 4. Tapia had to really reach down and flick that away. Brian McCann calling for the fastball. You see the number 1 finger. Good camera shot. Sets up outside and gets the 98-mile-an-hour heater by him. Blowback. 2 outs now. Colorado down to the last out. The batter, Tapia, slams his bat in frustration when he can't catch up with the heat. Minter reached back for a little extra on that one, and he found it. We're going to have a little powwow at the mound. Swanson, Minter, and McCann talking about this next batter for Colorado. Who is this guy? Desmond. Pinch hitter is going to be Desmond. Ian Desmond. Career versus Minter. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and RBI. That's pretty good. So Colorado has a tying run just 90 feet away. Talk about a pressure cooker. Can sets up inside. High heater, ball 1. Minter and McCann agree on a pitch. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball over the lower outside edge of the strike zone. And Desmond can't catch up to it. He was trying to rip it. He was trying to barrel it. So it's 1-1 now. Come on, guys. Lock it down. High fastball. 2-1. And we'll check the treasurehunt.ga scoreboard at the conclusion of this game. Updates on Philadelphia and the Mets. Minter nods. And here's the 2-1. Low 3-1. Virtually in the dirt. And if you look in the top right corner of your screen of the video, you'll see an information button there. You can click on that and it'll take you to A-Bomb's channel. Subscribe to him as well. I'm not doing a game for the Braves. He probably is. We are Atlanta's only play-by-play reaction show. All right, Minter getting ready to deliver the 3-1. He kicks and fires. Strike 2. Fastball over the edge of the strike zone. Just caught the corner. Crowd is on their feet now. The Rockies are down to their last strike. Laser cam shows that was a good call. We got 35,000 people on their feet trying to will Minter into a save. Here comes the 3-2 from Minter. Fastball outside. Batter is able to check his swing. That's a walk. We saw the ump call that a strike earlier in the game. Of course, we did. So they have him on the corner now. And we almost ended it right there. Just a bit outside. All right. You'll get another shot right here, Minter. His last 2 saves, he looked pretty lights out. Struggling just a little bit here. Fastball is low, 1-0. And the pitch from Minter. High fastball. 2-0. Minter looks a little frustrated. And A-Bomb down in the chat box. Great cast. Thanks, A-Bomb. It'll be better if we can get the out here. Fastball inside. 3-0. Shit. We were 1 strike away. All right, if you're just joining us, the Braves are up 5-4, top of the 9th. Colorado is batting. 2 on, 2 outs. And the 3-0 pitch from Minter. Low, ball 4. So Colorado has them. That's the ice maker. Sorry about that. Colorado has them loaded now. That's going to bring out another mound visit. Pitching coach is coming. Swanson, McCann all meeting up there. Oh, frustrating. The bullpen is warmed up. And speaking of the bullpen, Biddle, who's been struggling, has been put on the disabled list. Jesse Biddle is on the injured list, the IL. This is not even the DL. Okay, he's on the 10-day injured list. Right thigh bruise, right calf strain. And he's had some rough starts. Some rough outings, I should say. But the Braves reliever's most concerning current ailment is his fractured psyche. according to writer Mark Bowman over at MLB.com. All right, we're about to get back underway here. Colorado has them loaded. 2 outs. And they're going to serve that in for a single to right field. At least one's going to score. So 2 come across. Colorado takes the lead. Minter has blown the save. We were 1 strike away from ending this thing. Someone was finally able to get their bat around on Minter there. And it was the homeless looking guy, Blackman, and Snicker, the human peanut, is going to go to the bullpen. Just when you think we've got our closer role solidified. Feel bad. Feel bad for Minter there. Well, let's see if there's anything going on in the chat box while we are in a break. Oh, I can't even get over there. Yeah, my screen is acting up. Here we go. Yes, A-Bomb, let's try to hit 40 subs tonight. We're up to 38. Thanks for that. Trying to hit 40. And I'd say my goal is by the end of the season to hit 1,000. That's going to enable features like Super Chat, which allows our viewers to make donations via PayPal. And, you know, at first to me that seemed a little greedy, but it's like, hey, who wouldn't have a dream to do this for a living? To be a play-by-play reaction guy if you made enough off donations. All right, they're warming up the new pitcher, so we'll be right back. This pitching change is sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Well, check that. We are already back, so we're going to keep it right here. Colorado just had a bases loaded single to score 2 and to take the lead. It is now 6-5. Rockies leading in the top of the 9th. And our new pitcher is Dan Winkler. We have blown the save opportunity here in the 9th. The Braves were 1 strike away, but could not get that last out. All right, 2 outs here, top of the 9th. Let's do some damage control. That's right down the pipe, 0-1. Foul, 0-2. You feel bad for Minter. You can see the look on his face, the disappointment. By the way, it's a final in the Philadelphia-Miami matchup. 12-9. The Phillies win. And there is a stroke to left field. Forget about it. Second deck, 3-run home run. Colorado. Shit. Oh, man. He just unloaded hot urine all over that. And it is a 4-run lead for Colorado. They have exploded in the 9th. What are we gonna do, A-Bomb? Shit. Our producer's laughing in my face. 429 feet. Man. The Braves would fall to 2 games under 500 and would fall to 2.5 back of Philadelphia if they can't come back tonight. That's going to be a pop-up. Let's see if someone can get to it. Acuna is there. Acuna picks up out number 3 to stop the bleeding, the hemorrhaging. So the Braves are trailing by 4 now as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Don't go anywhere. The Braves come from behind. Win is coming up next. You got it. All right. We are back here. Josh Donaldson's going to pitch hit. He's batting .261, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Man. Well, that was a tough top of the 9th for the Braves. That really hurt. Changeup is high. 1-0 to Donaldson. There's a strike to Donaldson, 1-1. Just need 4, just need 4. Inside, 2-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Braves trail by 4. We just gave up 5 runs in the top of the 9th. It's a 3-1 pitch to Donaldson. We were a strike away from winning this. Minter could not close the deal. Yeah, I heard something. What was that? There's a walk. Our producer Beth is going to check on that. There's no cats in distress or anything like that. Our neighborhood is overrun with strays. Ozzy Albies coming up to bat now. His average is at 280 on the season. Nobody out, runner on first. There's a curveball for a strike. 0-1 to Ozzy. High and inside, 1-1. A-Bomb in the chat box says bullpen blues. I hear you, brother. I just hope that all the lumps we're taking now are going to pay off later in the season when it really, really counts. Inside, ball 2 to Ozzy. So it's 2-1 to Ozzy. Runner on first. Nobody out. Bottom of the ninth. And the Braves are trailing by 4 runs. 2-1. Ozzy fouls what would have been a ball. So it's 2-2. He's a bit of a free swinger. We would like him to have taken that pitch. All right, the 2-2. That's fouled. Hit pretty well, but a noisy strike. I think that Facebook group will be an excellent place to simulcast a show and to do maybe some post-game shows. 2-2 to Ozzy. Pulled foul. He's going to get a new bat. And we're finally ready to get back underway here. Checks the runner at first. Davis kicks and fires. Ozzy swings at the outside curveball. Fouls it off. 2-2 still. Let's get a subscriber count check real quick. We're sitting at 38 subscribers. That one's going to be popped up. Left fielder is under it for out number 1. Runner has to go back to first. Donaldson going to stay right where he is. My producer wants to put up a like a partition so you don't see her every time she walks by. But believe me, they'd rather look at you than my mug any day. Whenever the cat shows up on camera, our ratings go up. Johan Camargo steps in. I'm going to call that a strike. like it was just off the plate, but 0-1 now to Camargo. I mean, I could argue balls and strikes with these people all day long and be right all day long. It's not going to matter. Way inside, 1-1 to Camargo. Davis is the pitcher for Colorado, and I'm still trying to come up with a good nickname for SunTrust. Low, 2-1 to Camargo. Thanks for staying with us to the very end. Like watching the Braves in the 80s down by a bunch in the ninth. It's like, oh yeah, we can come back. We can do it. Die-hard Braves fans. All right, Johan. That's going to be a out, not a double play. It is a double play. Okay, that's the game. That was a line drive to first. The first baseman steps on first for the force. So unassisted double play. Well, wow, that's a tough pill. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But that's going to do it for the Braves tonight. I want to thank A-Bomb for joining us, the creator for stopping by, and everyone across the Braves Radio Network for being with us tonight on YouTube and Facebook Live. A-Bomb's got the game for you tomorrow, and I'm going to simulcast that on Facebook Live if I am here at game time or when I get back. Thanks to our new subscriber. I didn't see who that was, but we did pick up a new subscriber tonight, so that's pretty cool. And it does not look like we're going to have a call-in show for the post-game. Maybe I'll host one on Facebook Live tomorrow night. Oh, A-Bomb says he saw Durr walk by. Durr Burger. Yeah, Durr Burger's here. And Claws roaming around. We'll have a good time up in Gainesville. Nice quiet evening in the suburbs. Does Jimmy Akuzu's family still live out there? Does do you run into him on the holidays, you know? He come in town for Christmas? Go hang out with the high school friends. At least I used to do that when I would come home from Christmas, but I don't go home on Christmas anymore. All right, well, I am going to maybe rustle up a little bit to eat, and good night, Braves fans. We'll talk to you soon.